Hello there, I'm Raziah Athman to take you across football planet on Africanews. Madagascar make history as they qualify for AFCON finals, first time ever, and a breakdown of standings as they are now in the group stages of AFCON 2019 qualifiers. Find out why 5 teams have already stepped into Cameroon. Plus, if old is gold, then Didier Drogba is proof to that statement. He's retiring, aged 40 years, but you should see the long free kick he scored, leading Phoenix Rising to playoff victory in USL. And you want to stick around for a roundup of African performance in Europe later with Philemon Mbale. First off, the Confederation of African Football has completed the draw for the Total 2018 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. In Group A, the hosts Ghana come first, then Algeria, Mali and Cameroon. The Group B lineup has holders Nigeria, South Africa, Zambia and Kenya. Ghana faces Algeria in the first game on November 17th. Let's now go to what AFCON 2019 qualifiers look like. 12 groups return to the pitch starting November 16th. 5 have already secured places in the 32nd edition of this championship to be held in Cameroon. Going by the numbers, Group A is a done deal. Senegal and Madagascar hold 10 points each, while Equatorial Guinea have a mere 3 points and Sudan nil. Winning 2 games won't add up to thrust them to the top 2 positions in the group. Lucky for Cameroon, they are leading the Group B table, yes, but it's an automatic qualification for them being the hosts. This means Morocco, that has garnered 7 points so far, Malawi 4 and Comoros 2 put up tight competition to book a spot. And South Sudan in Group C have 0 points. But for Burundi, who have 6, Gabon 7 and Mali 8 points, qualification depends on the 2 matches left. Lines are still drawn for Algeria, Benin, Togo, Gambia to battle for AFCON 2019 qualification from Group D. Seychelles is out, 8 for South Africa and 9 for Group E. Leaders Nigeria and Libya with 4 points are a task. Kenya may be leading Group F with 7 points, but there are no guarantees they will qualify because Ethiopia has 4 points, Ghana and Sierra Leone 3 each. Any 2 teams could qualify from Group G, where Zimbabwe have 8 points, DRC 5, Congo-Brazzaville 4 and Liberia 4 as well. With just a point, Rwanda in Group H are certainly out, except if Ivory Coast, who have 7, lose both games. The Central African Republic have 4 points. Guinea lead the table with 10 points. The tussle is among 3 teams in Group I, Angola with 6 points, Burkina Faso 7 and Mauritania on top with 9 points. Botswana with 1 point have a tiny chance if they win both games. Nothing will save Eswatini or Niger, who only have a point each. Under Group J, Tunisia are leading with 12 points and Egypt 9 points. That's already a qualification. Everybody stands a chance in Group K. Both Guinea-Bissau and Namibia are at 7 points, while Mozambique and Zambia hold 4 points each. And in Group L, Cape Verde are coming to Kampala to face the Cranes. But we can't conclude Uganda will qualify for the finals. They are leading the table with 10 points, followed by Tanzania, Cape Verde and Lesotho. Draw in points goes to goals, and if not, the rest goes head-to-head. Wow, it's a game of numbers there. 3 points for a win and 1 for a draw. But was it luck that Madagascar qualified for AFCON finals for the very first time ever? The Malagasy won that ticket with a sole goal by Njiva Rakatoharimalala against Equatorial Guinea. Now, they had only played up to the preliminary rounds, but now technically are the first team to qualify since Cameroon is an ex officio, being the host, of course. Are they ready? With us on phone is Lova Ramisamanana from Antananarivo, who heads the Association of the Madagascar National Team fans. Hello, Lova. Now, we need to know whether the Barrea applied deliberate tactics in this game. Was that victory by Madagascar prepared for?
What I thought was said before the Guinea return match was that in terms of preparation, because we had to play 2 matches in 3 days, the first match in Guinea and 3 days later we had to play the return match, and on the plane we had a problem. We didn't get a direct flight after the match, so we spent a lot of time at the airport and it was difficult at the recovery level. We made a quick recovery. Here it is difficult compared to the game. It was not so much in the preparation for the game. It was more of mental and physical.
Now, qualifiers still ongoing for Cameroon 2019, considering other teams who are experienced and are yet to qualify. What should they expect?
For AFCON, it is our first historical preparation. Our objective is to appear and as best as possible to represent our country better by winning the matches and try to get off the group stage during this tournament.
Thanks for your time, Lova Ramisa Manana there. Thank you. Now, he is 40 years old and scores from 40 yards. What a coincidence. Headlines are reading Didier Drogba still scoring goals at 40, and I'm thinking, why not? Here's a clip shared by the team on Twitter, a spectacular goal to beat Portland Timbers in the 28th minute as they clashed in quarterfinals of USL. The Ivorian footballer and Chelsea legend broke a deadlock with a stunning free kick, sending the stadium to a wild cheer. It's one or could be more for the road as he retires from football. Thierry Henry, appointed last week, may have lost his very first game as manager of Monaco on Saturday, but that doesn't change the fact that the new job is a dream come true for him. Here's why.
Thierry Henry said he was returning home last week as he faced the cameras against a backdrop of bobbing super yachts at his presentation as the new head coach at AS Monaco. Former France international and all-time leading goal scorer at Arsenal, Henry joined French First Division club Monaco at the age of 13 under then-manager Arsène Wenger, who became his mentor.
Yeah, I said it goes without saying that for me, when the offer came, it was quite logical. My heart talked. Obviously the connection I have with one club in London, but this is where I started. This club always and will always have a big place in my heart. That goes without saying. So to be able to come here and start here again, it's a dream come true. I won't lie. A lot of work to do, as you can imagine, but I'm more than happy to be here. And now talking about the managers that I had, I learned with a lot of them. Every single one of them, whether they challenged me, whether sometimes they were doing the wrong stuff, that's where you learn the most when things are not going well. But if I talked about, obviously, Arsène unlocked a lot of stuff in my mind, made me understand what it was to be a professional, what it was to perform. I will never forget that. You guys know the relationship that I have with him, so it goes without saying that obviously I will always carry some of the stuff that he was doing. Obviously, as I said, and as I always say, you learn from people, that they inspire you.
Henry helped Monaco win the French championship in 1997, scoring 9 goals in 36 matches. After retiring from playing in December 2014, he became assistant coach for the Belgian national squad before joining Monaco.
Henry's side were beaten 2-1 at Strasbourg, and he admits a difficult start, though remains positive. And a quick one, Usain Bolt has been offered a contract by Australia's Central Coast Mariners, where he has been playing on trial. His football career might just kick off. And finally, saving the best for the last, Philemon Mbale has been on standby to highlight African performance in Europe. Take it away, Philemon.
Thanks, Raziah. We begin in the French League 1 at the 10 fixtures. All eyes were focused on Monaco and Thierry Henry, but it was super substitute Lebo Mothiba of South Africa who crushed the hearts of Henry's supporters with an 84th minute goal that turned out to be the winner as Strasbourg defeated Monaco by 2-1. The South African is on 6 goals already in 10 games played this far. At the Gaston Gerard Stadium, home side Dijon suffered an early blow as Nicolas Pepe of Ivory Coast scored his 4th goal in 10 for the season, and it's just 2 goals behind Kylian Mbappe, who's the top goal scorer in the French league. And still in that encounter, Algeria's Mehdi Abeid pulled a consolation goal for Dijon. The victory puts Lille on the 2nd spot behind Paris Saint-Germain on the standings in the Ligue 1. We take you over to Reims, where Reims FC and Angers shared the spoils in a 1-1 draw as Ivorian Ismaël Traoré got the opener 36 minutes into the game. It was his 3rd goal of the season. Saint-Etienne versus Stade Rennais was one of the top games in the match day 10 in France. And of course, the encounter was thrilled by 2 Africans. Wabi Kazi puts the hosts ahead with his 6th of the season. A few minutes before the break, Senegalese forward Ismail Sarr came up with the equalizer, his 3rd of the season. 1-1, the game finished at full time. We move over to the English Premier League, where once again, Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool could count on their Egyptian Mohamed Salah, who scored the lone goal in an away victory at Huddersfield. That was on Saturday. 4 goals in 9 games simply mean that the league's best player could be finding his last season's fine form. And now, to round off unstoppable, Manchester City put 5 past Burnley at the Etihad Stadium, and Algeria's Riyad Mahrez was on the score sheet with a trademark curved left footer, his 3rd of the season. And now to finish, it is worth mentioning that it was a goal drought for African footballers playing in the Spanish La Liga, the German Bundesliga, and the Italian Serie A.
Not too bad. Much appreciated, Philemon.
Thank you, Raziah.
And that wraps up Football Planet for this week. Thank you so much for watching. For more, do visit our website, www.africanews.com, in both French and English. Until next time, cheers.